Violent extremism has been described as the beliefs and actions of people who support or use violence to achieve ideological, religious or political goals. For some decades now, activities of different violent extremist groups have ravaged most countries of the world, with millions of people dead and many others left homeless. In Nigeria, acts perpetrated by violent extremists, especially Boko Haram, have left far-reaching consequences on the nation and the environment. In our Neem Capsule this morning, a segment which highlights soft measures for tackling terrorism in the country, we have in the studio a lawyer, a youth mentor, Mr. Mobolaji Ojo, to speak on why youth leadership matters in preventing violent extremism.
Mr. Ojo, welcome to our network studio.
Thank you very much.
So before now, it was difficult for any Nigerian, old or young, to accept to be a suicide bomber or take to extreme ideas. But today it has become almost a daily occurrence. How did we get here?
Numerous factors, actually. Economic factors. We have the poverty rate is high now in society. We have high illiteracy rate too. And then a huge number of factors, mental health issues that affect young people on a daily basis. You have the highest number of employment rates now that we have experienced in the history of our nation. So young people have need to consider other measures that might be violent to find a way to mitigate their issues.
Yes. So what are those things that make people to take to radicalized ideas?
So many things, so many factors. Like I mentioned, environmental factors, the kind of people that they listen to and they look up to in the society, the religious beliefs, some extremist religious beliefs also affect them. Also, like I talked about, poverty and illiteracy. When these things, when you see high poverty and illiteracy, these young people are vulnerable. So they tend to listen to the wrong set of people. Poor government interventions and policies to create infrastructures that can help young people do more meaningful things in society.
Mr. Ojo, people believe that the youth know the problems of the youth. So youth leadership, how can this help?
So many ways. One of it is mentorship, proper mentorship in society by the right people, youth advocacy and awareness on issues that affect young people. Talking about it like the kind of conversations we are having now and getting more people on that conversation to help more young people in society.
So what opportunity would you say the youth have in leading the fight against violent extremism?
So many opportunities. Like I would say, I talked about advocacy. Young people are the most targeted groups in violent extremism, if you've noticed. They are the ones that are giving bombs to strap. They are the ones that are most of the high population of Boko Haram people. So if intervention programs like entrepreneurship programs, things that they can channel their energy towards that would help society are given to them, or opportunities and platforms that are created for them, then they can do more meaningful things. And then when you have no when you have no person to use to propagate your violent propaganda, then they will have minimized violent extremism in society.
The internet has become a playground for the idle minds, for people who want to do this kind of nefarious activities.
Yes.
What would you say here?
Yes, very true. Because there are so many extreme ideas, hate speech going on the internet, on social media. But also social media can also be a way for them to drive commercial progress. So if they are taught better, if they are channeled better, there are so many programs we have that can teach young people what they can do with the internet to do more progressive work in society. We have the Jumias, the Congas, online marketing that they can use for better things for society's benefits through the internet, rather than the hate speech and all the wrong information going on there.
Youth mentor and lawyer, Mr. Mobolaji Ojo, thank you very much for coming to Radio Nigeria.
Thank you for having me.
Join us Monday next week for another segment of Neem Capsule.